there's a okay. First thing first, okay, Xbox, Switch, Sony PlayStation, all these three gaming console, right, got one common fault, right, is the stick drift. I don't know about you, but Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, all these three console, their controller have a drift stick problem. So the better technology for the to correct the controller is the what do you call that? Is that Hall effect, which is something magnetic. So all the stick got this problem. Be it Switch or Xbox, PlayStation, the default controller got this drift. Okay, I tell you my story. My first problem is with my PS5. The drift, once the stick drift, it cannot be fixed. So my solution is to get a third-party PS5 controller, which is a bit hard to find. Then the next, okay, I don't have Xbox. I got Nintendo Switch OLED. This Nintendo Switch OLED, the controller again drift. After that, I buy a third party. Maybe it's my fault. I didn't check properly. I didn't go for Hall effect stick. So the second Joy-Con, the Nintendo Switch controller also drift. Okay. For my PlayStation, so far I managed to get a PS5 controller. They say without drift. So I just have my finger crossed. Hopefully that PlayStation 5 third party controller can last. And the drift, and it would have no drift. That's ideal. So my concern is that, and my question for Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation is that why they ship their default gaming console with the drift stick problematic controller. If you have gaming console, you will understand, right? The only way you can interact, the most default way to interact with your gaming console is the controller coming in the box. So, like PlayStation, you spend around $700-800 or even $1,000, but they give you problematic drift stick controller. So it's like it's quite terrible. So Nintendo Switch OLED. I think all the previous Nintendo One, Switch, or Switch One, all got the Joy-Con got this drift problem. So okay, Xbox I don't know, but I see report Xbox also their default controller also got this stick drift problem. So it's very horrible. Okay, the drift, the controller, the stick will move by itself. So it's Xbox. Okay, Xbox got two, right? Xbox X, Xbox S. S is around $400. The Xbox X, the more expensive one, also around I think $700 or $800. Nintendo Switch being the cheapest, but yet also got drift. So all these three consoles got drift. So again, my question to them is that didn't they test all their controller when they build their controller, just like you build your Formula racing car, you want to make sure there is no default, there's no error by default, and your build, the wheel, the whatever, the seat, the cockpit, the engine, the car body, everything should be at tip top condition. So when we come to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, why can't they give us a proper controller? Making everybody buy a console, we have to go and buy third-party controller. I mean, what is happening? It's crazy. Okay. Issue. Okay. Issue number two. We don't know what is happening. Okay, Xbox and PlayStation, PlayStation 5, they are having the game made so big whereby the default hard disk cannot contain your game. You have to go and buy extra SSD storage, maybe to 4 terabyte, to store more of your games, because now the games, especially for Xbox and PlayStation, the game they're coming so big, 100 gig, 200 gig, 300 gig. But PlayStation 5, right? The default is only like 5 to 600. Then you are only one game, you already fill up almost half or more than half of the storage space. It's quite crazy. Okay, it's quite so Xbox and PlayStation, okay, they got this problem. For Nintendo Switch 1, no problem. Okay, Nintendo Switch 1, they got this benefit is that, okay, people say the spec is low. Okay, it is lower than Xbox and PlayStation 5, but Nintendo, they are very good in optimizing their hardware and software. So they got many good games, and you can use the SD card, micro SD card, and you can fill your SD card with many games. Some of your SD card is even smaller than PlayStation and Xbox default memory. And Nintendo is really very good. Okay, that's why they managed, when they launched the Nintendo Switch 1, they actually dominate the whole gaming console market. Xbox, PlayStation 5 cannot make it their sales. Okay, so Nintendo Switch 1 actually make gaming console history once again. Xbox and PlayStation 5, they are too much into high graphic, everything high, until all their game, most of their game cannot make it. Whereby Nintendo is very good. They got indie developer. They got many fun game. Okay, maybe their graphic not so strong or whatever. But it deliver the fun. The fun of gaming. Beside that, Nintendo, they got Mario Brothers series and also got Pokemon series and Zelda, all these exclusive. Even though PlayStation, Xbox got their own exclusive game, but Nintendo's game still the best. They are the world number one. Okay, Nintendo Switch is the world number one selling console. They also Xbox, they also PlayStation 5. So you get the logic. Okay, doesn't mean high graphic, high storage, everything high, your game will be fun. So for Xbox and PlayStation 5, uh, please make your game smaller. Yeah. Recently there's this game. It's a very fun game called Ark Rider. The game is very small. I think 20 GB, 20 GB. So it's very rare to see such a small game yet interesting. So this Ark Rider actually embodies the spirit of Nintendo games. It's fun to play and small. So hopefully in now it's 2026, hopefully 2026 or 2027, Xbox and PlayStation, you want to PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 6, I don't care, but please keep your game small and make it cheaper. Now the game price is so expensive. It's at a very unacceptable and ridiculous. Yeah. And I hope Xbox and PlayStation, you all can learn from Nintendo, focus on fun game and not just graphic. You throw out the graphic for what? And you make the developer, okay, I mean, whatever they make everything, the game price very expensive. You all must follow what Nintendo is doing, you all, yeah. Nintendo is the best gaming console. Huh? And they also have sales. Their eShop also got sales. And okay, I'm just dwelling on Nintendo Switch One. Okay, Switch One is a very very optimized gaming console because their game are very optimized for this console. So uh, so two items I'm talking about. Okay, number. Okay, not sure do we still want to do on console. Uh, okay, the third item on the list is regarding physical game. So if all these game company they are cutting off physical game, it will be a great loss to player. And physical game meaning you own a copy of the game. If fully digital, there's a danger whereby all these three gaming company, the server one day they crash or they being hacked or what, then your digital copy might be wiped out. So owning a physical copy of a game is much more safekeeping for the player. So I don't want to get into the issue of what Nintendo Switch 2 has done something. Okay, you all know the physical game issue with Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, I don't know why they are making a switch from Switch 1 to Switch 2 whereby the game they are getting less and less physical game. So hope that Nintendo will keep their standard and to keep giving us physical copy of games. You cannot go full digital, okay? I mean, you're selling fully digital game to gamer, and in the end of the day, we lost the digital game and your server got problem. We will not be able to get back our game again. So we all need physical cartridge of the game cartridge. Yes. and please give us the basic or the standard full game inside the game cartridge. Oh, I can foresee that in the future 2026, 2027, 2028, Nintendo will still be the best and the top gaming company. Xbox already got problem. Okay, I think they are not producing Xbox the next future or something like that. Okay, their game is like showing to all platform. They are not holding on to exclusive game on Xbox only. So they are throwing their game all over. Sony recently, they are trying to hold back, okay, getting some of their games to be Sony exclusive. So you need a Sony gaming console to play Sony game. But it's not a large amount. But overall, Nintendo will still win the gaming console war. PlayStation 6, if come out, there's a delay, okay? There's a delay. Even the next gen of Xbox, there probably be a delay, something like that. What people are saying is that Xbox, the next series will be Xbox and also inclusive of Steam game, Steam platform, whatever. So it's a mess there, okay? Xbox is losing losing the gaming console race. PS6 delay, but PS5 is already so powerful, and PS5 Pro also so powerful. Then imagine how big you want to make the game. That is a very serious problem. Because on the first day you get your PS5, then you buy game, you already not enough space already. So I don't know. Okay, Xbox maybe will be the first one losing the gaming console game. They will do some other, maybe they will be selling game. Okay, maybe they will go software. They will not go so much of hardware. Okay, because this Xbox, I think they already produce those TV stick whereby you can plug into your TV, you can play Xbox game using their Xbox Game Pass. Sony, I don't know what they're doing, but they got this Sony Portal, but you don't have, your game is not there, so it's not a standalone gaming handheld console. It is not. You need cloud gaming or don't know what thing. Okay, somehow you need this Sony PlayStation Premium subscription, so you can use the portal outside or something like that. So it's totally not going to work. So 2026, 2728, even 2030, Nintendo Switch 2 will be the king of gaming console. Because Nintendo already won the gaming console race, okay? So we will see in the future what Xbox is going to do. Are they going to phase out Xbox gaming console? And focus maybe a handheld gaming? We don't know. Then for PlayStation, there's no, I don't see anything much in PlayStation, Sony, because I really don't know how much Sony they want to continue in their gaming business, because for the TV they already throw to TCL, TCL owning 51% and Sony owning 48% of the future Sony TV making. So Sony is depending on TCL to make the TV, and Sony is only supplying probably the chip or the software for the TV. So you can see Sony is running away from the TV business. So there's a possibility that Sony is also leaving the gaming console. Possible, I say possible. Okay. I don't know how much they want to commit. So the ultimate winner of gaming console most likely will be Nintendo, yes. Nintendo Switch, maybe Switch 2, got a Switch 2 Pro or Switch 3, yeah, something like that. Okay, Nintendo got a very great business strategy behind everything. Nintendo is the clear winner for gaming console. So now is how is Nintendo Switch 2 and future Switch going to keep their game fun and of a decent storage size, so that you will not like, wow, you need so big storage for a game. Whereby I understand, yeah, modern game is big, but I believe Nintendo can talk to their game developer to shrink down the size of the game, yet give us quality performance game, so that they are fun and yet nice to look at. Yeah, Nintendo will most probably keep the gaming spirit, whereby everybody love Nintendo, even from the Famicom, their very first TV console until now. They got so many 3DS, 2DS, Game Boy. They got so many. So yeah, Nintendo will have a very good year ahead. They just need to keep to their motto, the way they optimize their gaming console to the game, and keeping the game fun and not expensive. Okay, yeah, there's two things they can do. Bring down the game price and also bring down the game size. Okay, the file size smaller, so that we as gamer we can store more game onto the Nintendo Switch, be it Switch 2, Switch 2 Pro or Switch 3 or whatever in the future. Is the Nintendo Switch console, gaming console, has a very bright future. So one day maybe we'll say goodbye to Xbox. We'll also say goodbye to PlayStation. So what do you think? Is Xbox finishing? PlayStation also finishing? Then we only left with Nintendo Switch. Anyway, everybody loves Nintendo games. Everybody know Nintendo, Mario, Pokemon, yeah, and probably Zelda.